What's up guys, Garrett here from Gun Gamers to do an update to the Opsmen M32 headset. Now you can see this is my old one here that has the standard armband, but I'm also wearing the helmet mounted version onto my JC Airsoft airframe. Now what I wanted to update about this was that I will say that my review still stands. It is a pretty good set for the money. It's a little bit better than the Z-Tac clones, but it is definitely not as good as a real set of Comtacs or a real set of Peltors or anything like that that costs hundreds of dollars. I still believe that Code Red or somebody else should step up in the market and produce a quality headset for about $100, maybe even $150, and it would be a seriously runaway type product. These are definitely not bad. I'm definitely happy to report that any electronic issues and any interference issues that I was having, I no longer have anymore with this headset and the new helmet mounted version that I have right here. Now the boom mic's still floppy, however on the helmet mounted version I don't seem to have that issue. Other people within the Gun Gamers group that have purchased new ones, they seem to be having this similar type fix where the boom mic is staying in place. However, it still requires its own push-to-talk. Joe is doing a little bit of background to see if he can get other push-to-talks to work because he believes it is an amplified push-to-talk. But for the time being, for I believe it's $20 to $30, something like that, the Opsmen push-to-talk is relatively affordable to be able to purchase, especially over the similarly priced, if maybe a little bit cheaper, Z-Tac type clones. Now, other things I wanted to mention, the comfort is definitely super nice still, even on the helmet mounted version. This is super comfy. The gel cup, they're not the gel cups. These don't have gel, but it's like a really soft leather and a soft plush interior. It's still comfortable, taken over as well to the helmet mounted version. But of course, the helmet mounted version is obviously designed to mount to your helmet. I'm gonna set these down and I'll go over a little bit more about the helmet version now that I actually have it. All right, so as you can see here, I've got the helmet mounted Opsmen M32. These are designated the M32H. And I actually managed to pick these up at Airsoft Megastore on sale. So normally they retail, from what I've been able to see, for about $60 to $70. They're a little bit more expensive than the regular version. However, I got mine on sale for about the same price that I purchased the original version at around $45 to $50. So what's the nice thing about the helmet mounted version? It's out of the way. You don't have to worry about an armband being underneath the shell, putting additional pressure on top of your head. Unfortunate for these, they actually do not pivot out of the way. They are fixed into position, so whenever you take the helmet off, they come with it. But if you want to put the helmet on and pivot the hearing protection out of the way, you are not able to do that, unfortunately. Now, a feature that I definitely like about them is the fact that they come with these short Picatinny sections right here. Because they take up a little bit more of the arc rail that is on the side of the helmet, it can be tough to put additional accessories. So what I have, and you can see right here, is I have a Surefire helmet mounted light on a Picatinny adapter that is mounted to the, obviously, Picatinny on top of it. It does make the helmet much wider than you would normally expect, and I would imagine anything that you could fit onto the Velcro would be much lower profile. But as a very interim solution, it definitely works for me. They do not have just an arc rail adapter. They also have a exfil adapter, which can be purchased separately from the M32H for, I believe it's about $30. Maybe even 40, something like that, but it'll fit onto your Team Wendy type helmets or any of the clones thereof. They also have an M-Lock version, which is going to be super nice for those that have the M-Tech helmets and the upcoming PTS M-Tech clones as well. Those have a M-Lock rail attached to the helmet rather than an ARC or some other proprietary system. So that makes it super nice to attach accessories to. Now, truthfully, the M32H doesn't exactly fit me perfect. I think the ear cups are sitting a little bit low, but I also think the helmet might be sitting a little bit low on my head as well. I'm going to try playing around with some of the padding to make sure that it sits a little bit right, but for the most part, it's still comfortable. It seals just fine. If anything, it might be a little exposed in the back here, and that I can adjust by sliding the Opsmen a little bit further forward to try and cover up that. The sound protection level is still pretty good. I'd say it's a little bit worse with the helmet-mounted version, so if you're concerned about firing real firearms around it, I would strongly suggest doubling up on hearing protection and having plugs in addition to these muffs at all. However, all the same features of the M32 apply to the helmet-mounted M32H. Still has the sound dampening microphones right here, still takes AAA batteries, and the controls are still on this side. The cups are still just as comfortable. Everything's pretty much carried over. I think the boom mic has improved a little bit, and because it's tilted out a little bit more, you can kind of position it a little bit more to your liking with a little bit more range, I think, than compared to the M32. Since the headband is kind of sticking out a little bit as opposed to straight up and down with your head, it allows you to get different angles and positions a little bit more. So, would I recommend the M32H? Everything's just about the same. It's just a helmet-mounted version. Have to understand it's going to be a little bit wider if you stick accessories on it like I have here. Overall, for the price, it's kind of tough to beat it. $60 for helmet-mounted hearing protection that have comms attachment. If you buy the M32s and you have a helmet, I would strongly consider buying a second pair like I've done here. I'm definitely going to be picking up possibly a third pair in a different color because as you can see, these are green, but they're also available in tan and black. I'm probably going to pick up a tan version to go with the tan helmet, but for right now, whatever was in stock, the green version, that's what I got. That's it for the short update video. Still suggest the M32s as a good comms headset for airsoft. Definitely one of those you get what you pay for, and I definitely strongly believe that if someone comes out with a really good quality headset for about $100, they would definitely give these a run for their money. But until that happens, I'll definitely give a thumbs up to the M32 and the helmet-mounted M32H. Despite a couple more problems like sealing in the cups, limited different range of motion for the boom mic, although it does seem to be tighter, and definitely adds width to the helmet with these Picatinnies. If you like videos like this, check out more here on the sidebar. I'm sure YouTube is telling you what you might like next. If not, check out the rest of the channel. We've got tons of other videos. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what your favorite helmet setup is, actually. I'd be interested to hear. I really like these JC airframes, and hopefully you'll see this in a review forthcoming. I'm Garrett from Gun Gamers, and I'll see you next time.
Thank you for watching this video from Gun Gamers. We hope you enjoyed watching it as much as we enjoyed making it. If you want to see more content from us, hit that subscribe button, and if you want to help support the channel, be sure to click the link below to buy a patch. Praise Judy.